Hey everyone, it's Rickman, and we're back with Beta Than Ever Kerbal Space Program. And we're in a bit of a predicament. We're running a bit low on cash, but I did do a little bit of browsing through the contracts. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of the Mun exploration contract, but we can do a couple of others one at a time. I'd rather do them at the same time, but that's not really going to happen. Now this one seems like it's not worth doing, but it does give some science. I was thinking that to get the Mun exploration goal completed, it may be better to go ahead and send a probe. But in order to do that, I need to unlock the solar panels, or else the thing's going to be dead in the water. So I took a short little easy contract for testing out these puppies, which are real small little engines. And well, let's try the unmanned probe this time. Well, the problem is I don't think we have a fuel tank that is that small. So it'll look a little funny, but that's okay. Now, we're gonna need some parachutes. And I don't think you can put that on top, so we're gonna have to radially mount these. And then I think we're gonna need some batteries as well. Keep this thing going. You know, it wouldn't even be a bad thing to send to Duna. The same kind of design would work pretty well. Except I would want to add some solar panels when I unlock those. So we got that set up. I mean, that's really the kind of thing we're looking for to complete this contract. And how high do we have to get? Only to 8,900 meters. So we could conceivably do that with a very, very simple launch setup here. This thing is teensy weensy. So I bet we could just... Could we just put this on here? I would think so. So let's see, we want another stage here to activate the engine. Yeah. That should basically do it. Let's just hope that solid booster is gonna be enough to get us up there. Here we go. Okay, so thinking well, maybe we're gonna get enough velocity, I think. Pop that off and go. Shoot, just a little too early. Well, you know, I want to do that again. Simulation. Sorry, but that was just too close. I thought that was reading higher than it was. I suppose this will help, having this up. Okay, so we may end up going faster. Yeah, that may be the problem. Going a little too fast. So we'll need to watch this. Pop that off. And come on. Let's go. Yes. Okay. We'll save the fuel. Pop the parachutes. And we can call that a success. Because I don't think there's any way this thing is gonna, as light as it is with as many parachutes as it is, it's gonna come down pretty softly. Of course, it'll be upside down. But as softly as it's gonna be, I don't think that'll be an issue. We're basically gonna come right back into this. Oh my goodness. I hope that we don't run into any buildings. Let's try to turn a bit. Okay, that's probably good. And yeah, that should be soft. 3 meters per second. Almost like it's not moving. So it'll bash its brain in on the ground here. More of a tap. It's going very slow. Even at 4 times speed. So yeah, I didn't realize that the Explore Mun missions, they don't necessarily require that you send a manned mission. The thing about an unmanned mission is you don't have to bring it back. So that makes it quite a bit easier with less parts, less fuel. Whoa, whoop, there we go. Okay, no science, but we got a good amount of funds back. And we completed the contract, which is fantastic. Small gear bay. I don't think we have that yet. You need to unlock that with aeronautics, I think. Is that right? Or is that a special part? I can't remember. Okay, do the run out and the parts contact. That might not be a bad thing to do. If I'm correct about this, it will give me this part, because I don't think this is a real. Is this a real part? I'm not sure. So what are the parameters here? 16,800 to 24,200. It's not that high. Getting the right speed might be tricky at that height. But otherwise, I think it should be relatively simple. Well, let's do it. Hopefully I don't have to have unlocked aeronautics. I don't think so. Aha. That's what I thought. So I think what we'll do is take the same sort of design. In fact, we'll take this off. It's not really needed. Where should we put this thing? Technically, it's a bit large here. Stick that on top. No, that would probably make it unstable. Okay, so I think what we'll do is get a bit more of a fuel tank. We'll put 2 for balance. And we'll do 4 parachutes, just like before. And yeah, 4 batteries is overkill, I think. Let's just do 2. And it may be helpful to have an engine on this stage because, because we may need to adjust the speed in order to meet the mission parameters. Now we don't need to get that high really, so we could do a relatively simple lifting stage. What kind of weight do we have? So about twice that what we had before. Let's go ahead and just do one of these things. And I think 2 small boosters. Since we're going to be completely in the atmosphere, it's probably a good idea to throw some nose cones on, even though that'll drag or whatever. Let's go ahead and retract those. They have lights. Okay, so that might be a bit wobbly. Let's go ahead and get something to hold it up. All right. Oh, gotta check the staging. Can't forget that. Put that there. Oh, that's gotta, what are you thinking? That's gotta be here. And we'll do that. Okay, so pull this thing up. Gotta get to at least 16.8. I think that'll be pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and ease back on the main engine. Make this fuel last as long as possible. Because you see, you can only go really over 200, 300 meters per second. You're just wasting fuel this low. So, yeah, you should try to conserve fuel if you can. Holy cow. What is going on? Does this thing have no... Come on. This is bizarre. What is going on with this? Oh, yeah, no reaction wheels. I was not aware of that. That should basically give the same effect as having reaction wheels in the capsule. Okay. Pull back just like usual. It's interesting that I have an SAS module, but it says that I don't. You would think that this would provide you that. I suppose there's a more advanced one, maybe. But I do have control, which is always good. Okay. Keep this thing under control. Trying to. Oof. Only got a little ways left. Come on. Oh, we're too high. So we'll rock it down. Okay, can't go any faster than 620, so want to be prepared to do a little braking. Okay, almost there, almost there. Okay, run tests. Excellent. Now I wonder if we can't go ahead and activate the parachutes. How slow can we go with this whole thing? Be nice to recover it all. Now you can see we've traveled a bit. What is this? Probably north of KSP. Appears to be. What is our speed? The moment of truth will be when the parachute's open. We'll see if we're actually at a reasonable speed to not blow things up. If you can avoid blowing things up, it's generally preferable. 6 meters per second. We could probably touch down close to 0. Okay, let's watch this. Okay, the key is going to be just a touch of thrust when we're very close. Okay, come on. We're getting there. Ah. Well. Oh well. It was worth a shot. But anyway, we have recovered a bunch of stuff. Oh, there's something there to recover as well. Those are our booster tanks, I think. It's nice that they survived the fall. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, we can now get solar panels. I suppose, or we could get this. No, we won't get that. I am thinking that a probe mission will be a better thing to do first. So that provides our solar panels. And with those, we can make the probe essentially able to last forever with possible periods of interruption. Now, you can avoid that with careful use of batteries, but you gotta kind of carefully balance that to get that to work out for staying operational while you're on the night side of an orbit. And it's pretty well impossible to have enough battery power to stay for the entire night on the moon. Because I think that's like a month. Or half a month, something. So yeah, next time we'll be designing a probe to land on the moon. And yeah, it's not traditionally what I do at this stage in the game, but I think it'll work better for us. It'll give us a little cash. Then we can take, well, you see, the thing is we can't take that many contracts at the same time, so this will allow us to do a few contracts, launch a relatively small spacecraft that won't cost that much money, and then later we can go and do more contracts when we send Kerbals there. So that's kind of the plan at this point, so I'll catch you in the next episode.